The smell is really, really strong. And it's actually really beautiful. Ooh. What's poppin' YouTube? This is your girl Shivani and welcome back to my channel. This is where we talk about sneakers and street style every Monday and Thursday of the week. Thank you so much for tuning in, and honestly guys, it feels so great to be back at making videos for you. I hope you missed me. Before we get started, do not forget to subscribe to my channel if you would like to watch more such videos. It will also help me to reach more like-minded people who also share the same interest for sneakers, just like you and me. Today we're gonna talk about one of the most anticipated Jordan 1 releases of 2021. You already know from the title of the video. We're gonna do the live unboxing and review of the Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG Hyper Royal. So let's get started. So this pair has arrived from Nike and it has been sitting for a while, and as you know, I was away. I was down with COVID-19 actually, and thank you so much for all your prayers and well wishes. This is my third week and I'm doing much better. A few people also wanted me to film, my recovery journey, which I'm definitely gonna do. But this whole COVID-19, it really takes a toll on your physical and mental health, and right now I honestly want to stay away and not think about what I went through. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that, guys. Anyway, it feels great to be back at making videos, reviewing new sneakers. Just gets tiring. Okay, I open it upside down. This is the cardboard box from Nike. It came in, and here we have the fresh pair of Air Jordan 1. This is a very standard, very regular Jordan 1 box, and also the wax paper is very standard white wax paper, but look at the shoes, guys. Actually, they look pretty. And the smell is so strong. You don't really have to, go close and take the smell. I can smell it from right here. It is that strong. The smell of a fresh pair of Jordan 1s. And it feels great to hold a fresh pair of sneakers. So today we are talking about the Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG Hyper Royal. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about one of the most coveted Jordan 1 releases of 2021, the Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG Hyper Royal. This video has also been requested by a lot of you folks, but unfortunately when they released for the first time on sneakers, I think it was April 15th or 17th, and I was on a vacation, and when I'm on a vacation, I'm completely, I don't know what's happening in the world. So that's what happened. I completely lost track of the release details. But there was a restock towards the end of April, which is how and when I got lucky and I copped this pair. This was on sneakers and it was retailed for $13,995. First impression, this definitely is a very beautiful pair of Jordan 1s, and as a lot of you people are already aware, this looks like that of the Turbo Greens. This is a faded blue version of the Air Jordan 1 Turbo Green. Okay, I love the Turbo Greens. I think that faded, washed out green tone on a Jordan 1, it looks really beautiful. That's definitely one of my favorite green colorways on a Jordan 1s. After the pine green, of course. But here's the thing, guys, not many people cared about the Turbo Greens when they were released. They were literally sitting on the shelves. But if you check on StockX right now, the Turbo Greens have definitely picked up, and currently they are selling for around 500 to 700 USD, whereas the much anticipated Hyper Royals are selling for much lesser, 300 to 400 USD. Nonetheless, I feel the price might pick up later. Apart from these having that reference to Jordan 1 Turbo Green, I feel the closest resemblance of this particular Jordan 1 is definitely the Air Jordan 1 University Blue, which released prior to this pair. I mean, the Air Jordan 1 University Blue, the UNC, you know how coveted that pair has been so far in 2021. A lot of people wanted that shoe, a lot of people wanted to cop that pair, but not a lot of people got lucky. And you know what happens when people cannot find a particular shoe? They go for the closest alternative, right? So, which is why I feel this having that resemblance to the UNC colorway, the University Blue colorway, this shoe gets all its hype. This shoe is so anticipated and so coveted. But overall, if you completely chuck that, University Blue Q from this particular shoe, this shoe on its own is really beautiful. If you look closely, guys, this is really beautiful. And now that a lot of people want that washed out or the worn out appeal on a pair of sneakers, and of course on a pair of Jordan 1s, this fits right into that vibe. This has got that worn out, little vintage kind of an appeal, and that's why so many people are talking about these Jordan 1s. So many people are after this Jordan 1. There are a couple of things which I don't like about these Jordan 1s, which we're gonna take a look at a little later. But first, let's have an up-close look at these Jordan 1s. Starting off with the upper of the shoe, the primary colorway is the white leather that covers most of the shoe. And this particular leather, if you ask me, is not very soft, nor is it very premium. This is not tumbled, and it feels quite synthetic. But yeah, it's not too bad either. This has got that average quality of leather, and it's okay for the price you pay. Most appealing part of the shoe is this washed out faded blue suede that makes up the overlays. It covers the toe box area, the eyelet area around the ankle, and also the heel. And this colorway is what gives the shoe its name. They're calling it Hyper Royal colorway. Two things about the Hyper Royal colorway. I really love the faded blue colorway, which I've already mentioned, but I'm not a big fan of the suede used. I think it could have been better, but nowadays people go for that worn out vibe. So yeah, I think this looks amazing. The Wings logo in white is pressed on the shoe. Very interesting to note that the stitching on the shoe is really appealing as well. It is done in a royal blue colorway, like a darker version of blue colorway, which is also found on the tongue tag on the nylon tongue. The swoosh and the panel over here and the heel collar comes in light smoke gray, which I feel is a very beautiful colorway and gives the shoe a very well-balanced contrast. And this is made up of nubuck material. This is definitely of a better material in terms of quality. Outsole is that of the complementing gray colorway with Nike branding in the middle. Sock liner is gray and the insole is white with Nike branding in the same royal blue colorway. Alright guys, as I mentioned previously that I did not appreciate a couple of things about these Jordan 1s. So the first is the name of the Jordan. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the name. They're calling it Hyper Royal, so but I just feel that the name of the Jordan does not match with the colorway used in this particular Jordan. I mean, if this is royal, how is this Hyper Royal? Colorway is very sort of faded sky blue colorway, and I'm not sure why did they call it Hyper Royal colorway. Also, I feel if this shoe references the Turbo Green Jordan 1, why didn't they call it Turbo Blue or maybe Turbo Royal? I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I feel the name and the colorway used in the shoe does not match at all. Secondly, the tag, the tongue tag. Doesn't it feel quite off? Everything else is so subtle, light blue, light gray, and white, and all of a sudden, boom. I feel this is really off and it does not match with the rest of the shoe. What do you feel? The third is the laces that these Jordans came in. One second, let me grab the other pair. These Jordans come with this flat white laces. Yes, the standard flat white laces look really good on these Jordans, but what is this particular pair of laces doing here? I mean, it's good that this particular, you know, royal blue laces match with the tongue tag. Yeah, maybe that's what I thought of. And also it matches with the stitching of the Jordans. I'm not able to visualize this particular Jordan with these laces. These are gonna look fire with gray laces on them. Quality-wise, as I've already mentioned, the white leather is not so premium. This is of very average quality, but as I also mentioned in my previous videos, not a lot of people care about quality. They usually go for the colorway and how appealing the colorway as a whole, the color blocking on a particular shoe looks, and I think as a whole this shoe really looks beautiful. Overall, this is a very beautiful looking shoe. Sizing wise, as I mentioned in almost all my videos, guys, you should always stick to true to size when it comes to Jordan 1s or most of the sneakers otherwise as well. But if you have like really broad feet, then you might want to switch half a size up. But most of the sneakers, including Jordan 1s, always do not come with half sizes, in which case you can switch to thinner socks and you can make do with, you know, true to size. Alright guys, that is all I had in today's video. I would love to know your thoughts and your feedback in the comment section down below. Were you able to cop these Hyper Royal Jordan 1s, and what do you think of these Jordans? And as I mentioned, that this particular shoe references two really popular Jordan 1s, the Jordan 1 Turbo Green and the Jordan 1 University Blue. Do you think that makes sense to, you know, all the hype that this particular shoe is getting? In my opinion, I do not really think it should get that much hype because it's not such a great pair of sneaker in my opinion. And if you ask me, if I were to pick the Turbo Green or this pair, I would definitely pick the Turbo Greens over the Hyper Royals. And the same case goes with the University Blue Jordan 1s. Any day, pick the University Blue Jordan 1s. Also, do not forget to subscribe to my channel for more such videos, and also do not forget to click on the bell notifications icon so that you get to be the first one to check out my videos. And until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and I shall see you very soon.